And then on match day, it's just a very standardized routine. So players wake up, we all have breakfast, we start to warm up, we come to the Vodafone gaming room, we play a certain amount of solo queue, or they do what they feel like they need to do to warm up. We talk about the strategy, we go over the draft, we kind of just revise everything. We try to make it's not, oh, we're hyping up this massive day that we've got to do this on. It's just a normal day, but we have a set strategy in mind and we need to be able to execute it today, and we need to be able to do this. So an hour or two before the game, I just revise everything to make sure everyone can remember and understand what we're trying to do, and explain what we've practiced for the week. And then I talk them through the draft that we're going to perform so that they know exactly what they're likely to play, what their opponents are going to play, so they can start thinking about all the things that may happen in game before the game's even started. The pre-match for us starts like way back into the week. So after we finish one official match, the pre-match for the next match is pretty much starting. And that starts with our scouting of the opposing team, understanding of the way they play, analysis of their strengths and weaknesses, and our ideas that are thrown about between the staff and then towards the players about the way that we think we can beat the opposing team. Equally, the pre-match does come down to the day as well, and some of it's mental preparation, some of it's our routine we have on the day that kind of informs the players that it is game day. It's a day when we need to be focused, they need to get enough sleep the night before, they need to eat well on the day, and we need to be ready to compete. The kind of plan we have in place to try and win the league and be the best team we could possibly be is firstly to continuously grow. No matter what happens, even if you're number 1 in the ladder, or even if you're number 8, you need to constantly look at what we can do better. So every single week we're adapting training, we're thinking about how we can do things slightly differently. In terms of our individual trainer, we've got other people, secondary coaches and things that do work with the players individually to try and help them improve certain aspects of the game. I do a huge amount on the team's macro play, so they understand the game at a higher level than what they feel they're currently at right now. And we also learn a various kind of variety of strategies which we can then choose to put in place in accordance to each team that we face. Well, when we're playing at LAN, it's sometimes a bit different because the schedule is not necessarily dictated solely by us. So we do have to adapt our schedule, and we try and do that as much in advance as possible. When we're at LAN, we still choose to scrim, we still choose to play other teams from around Europe and around the world, actually, like around Russia and Turkey too. We're trying to find the best possible scrim partners that we can play against to practice the strategies that we're going to play against the Superliga Orange teams. Of course, there's kind of that nervous anticipation of what might happen once we get into the game. Like once you're sitting down, you're ready to play the actual tournament game, you feel like you've really got to win, and then that kind of adrenaline starts to kick in like any sport. That's exactly the same here. Sometimes they all get nervous, but it's the way you like channel that energy into performing your best, or whether you channel that energy into actually making you feel worse for it and you're not playing so good. But I think generally our players don't have a problem, especially online, with being nervous. We have the same routine every single week and it becomes kind of the norm. The stress that match day brings is dealt with having, I think, partially me being comfortable and me showing confidence in the team and me showing that I believe we can win. Because I feel like if the players saw that I didn't think we could win, then they wouldn't believe they can win themselves, and at that point you've probably lost the game before you even start. I'm always very confident in us. I'm always very confident that we can win every game and that we have prepared well enough, and I feel like a combination of all those things allows the players to be able to be like, yeah, okay, I'm ready, I know what I'm going to do, I know what I'm meant to do, and I'm just going to do that. I've done it all week. They've done exactly the same as what they do in the games all week, and we're ready to play.